Welcome to the Good Hope Hiker channel. One of our favorite boating adventures is from Hout Bay Harbour to the 12 Apostles and back again. On 3 occasions within a short period of time, we were lucky enough to encounter a superpod of dusky dolphins and 2 whales. The whales are amazing and literally appeared out of nowhere next to our small boat. This usually happens when we have our dogs with us. I guess the whales want a closer look. The dogs absolutely love it. No barking, just fierce tail wagging. The dusky dolphin is found in coastal waters in the southern hemisphere. The Cape is home to several species of dolphins, but one is endemic, the Heaversides dolphin. These marine mammals frequent the waters throughout the year. This is a small dolphin that can be found from the southern coast of Angola to the Cape of Good Hope. If you're not from South Africa, let me tell you about Hout Bay. Hout Bay is a seaside town in the Western Cape province of South Africa. It's situated in a valley on the Atlantic seaboard of the Cape Peninsula. The population as of the 2011 census is around 18,000. Hout Bay was named by the Dutch East India Company after 1652. With the purpose to create a supply point for their ships trading between Asia and Europe. The bay was covered by a forest then, which the Dutch used as a major timber supply for construction. The Dutch then started to settle in the area and called the bay Houtbay, meaning wood bay in English. The first settlers in Hout Bay were the San and Khoi people, who had lived in the bay for hundreds of years with other animals. For over 300 years, people from different parts of Europe came to live in Hout Bay, and a small fishing harbour was built. Until 1950, Hout Bay was used for its forest and mining potential. From 1948, the National Party of the South African government brought in apartheid, a policy of segregation of race. In 1950, the government published the Group Areas Act, which allocated reserved residential areas for each race. The centre of Hout Bay and the beach was reserved for whites only, while the Sentinel mountain, called Hungberg, was reserved for coloureds. There is also a black community living in Hout Bay called Mandela Park, which was started in the 1980s. I'd recommend taking a township tour. They are really popular. As said earlier, our boating adventure starts from Hout Bay Harbour to the 12 Apostles and back again. On our way out along the coast, we passed the Sentinel, an iconic feature of Hout Bay that looks like a large rhino horn from certain angles. Just past the Sentinel, we reached Duiker Island, also known as Seal Island, but not to be mistaken with the other Seal Island, located 5.7 kilometers off the northern beaches of False Bay. That island is 5 acres in area and home to around 64,000 Cape fur seals, and also has loads of these guys swimming around it. From Duiker Island we moved to the Boss 400 wreck. The Boss 400 is a French derrick or lay barge that ran aground while being towed by a Russian tugboat in 1994. Despite several towage attempts, it was considered a total loss as salvors were unable to salvage much from it. At around Llandudno and the 12 Apostles, you get the most incredible views of the Atlantic seaboard. It's around this area we met with a pair of whales that appeared out of nowhere to inspect us in our small boat. I truly believe they were more interested in the dogs than us though. On our trip, we encountered huge dolphin pods at around these points, and the whales further out. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this incredible adventure with us. Please subscribe to the channel to see future videos.